And yeah, what's happening here, a very important element of APB, is we've got match made. Basically, we've got to a point where everyone's heard about what's going on. The game's thought, right, these guys need some opposition, they're having too much of an easy time, and it just so happened the two guys that had spied the briefcase were what the computer matched us up against.
You think we could have shaved 20 pounds off me there?
We've got to keep it as realistic as possible.
Look at those tree trunk legs. This is you. This is your screen now. Stealing a car from an old lady.
Yeah. And, you know, it's thrown us into a fight.
And again, there's another firefight going on, completely separate from what we're doing.
But you'll notice that they had grey names.
Yes.
And that's very important to take note, because they aren't involved within our fight. And if you ever see anyone driving around with a grey name, then you
like
know
these guys going by here.
They can't really interfere with our mission. But you'll see some red names pop up. And that means they're criminals and they're against us. And you'll see green names, and again they're a new party.
And I've noticed they're on the compass. The two red guys are showing up as well.
That's right.
Yeah. And I believe any second here now you take a look back.
Yeah, those two red marks, they'll only ever show up if the criminal is doing something other than walking. So if they're sprinting to try and get to you quickly, they'll flash up on the radar. If they're firing a gun, again, they'll flash up on the radar. And you can see me as well, I'm popping up there. My name's in green, so you know that I'm on your side.
You're on my side.
Not to shoot at me.
Well, actually, I forgot this is me driving.
That's right, yeah, you're doing pretty well as well. You start using the weight of the vehicle.
Yeah, I think I nudged this guy off the road in a second now. Bye-bye. This is you. This is your screen now.
Trying my hardest to keep up with you. That old lady's car wasn't the fastest.
The one thing I found in the game was that the vehicles definitely had different handling characteristics.
And it's not just the handling as well, you know, they've all got different attributes, whether it be, you know, they're more armoured, or they're faster, they're slower, they handle easier.
Some of the smaller cars really move nicely.
Yeah, and what you had there was you had the big armoured van, you know, it could take a lot of hits. It could ram people off the road because it's really heavy. And I think we decided at this point I was going to hold them off outside and you were going to get inside and get those packages delivered.
I found all the arrows and indicators on the map for drop-offs and things like that were really easy to figure out.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, you know, it keeps the action flowing. It doesn't make you pull up a map screen. It doesn't make you stop and wonder what to do. You just know. And you decided that you'd go a bit maverick here. And
this wasn't very smart of me. And you can see the HUD, instead of having a health indicator, it's glowing red to show that I'm getting hurt.
And there you go.
We cut out the death screen there, but I did indeed die.
It's an early version. You heard the death music, though. We kept that in there for you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was their death music?
That was the death music that the person killed you had created in the music creator.
And one thing I absolutely love about the game is the respawning. It just feels so natural. You're not respawning 1,000 miles away and having to run for an hour to get back to where you died. It seemed every time I died, it was an intelligent respawn.
The game dynamically, it respawns you within a certain distance from the action, and you managed there. You know, you respawn behind everyone. They didn't realize you were running back in. Bang, you were there. You took him out. You got revenge.
And kicking in doors, climbing fences, going up ladders. It's all that one simple F key.
Yeah. It's the action key, you know, we have it, it's bound to F by default, but the player can put it on whatever they want. And really, you know, getting into vehicles, like you say, climbing, interacting with the environment is all done through the one key. We were quite lucky here, because the drop-off point was just down the road.
Did you get back in a car at this point?
I didn't know, because it was
I saw you
just
standing there.
Yeah, I'm holding them back, because they're still after you, you know.
I'm the easy target.
And you can see the game's, it's thrown us into the final stage, 7 of 7, and it's put us into this firefight scenario, in which it's just a 5-kill.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mow him down. I got that kill.
You did pretty well.
I think here I shot more chairs than people.
Maybe that furniture had done something wrong to you, I don't know.
The environmental effects are very good in the game. I mean, it really does feel alive.
And here we did pretty well, just the two of us against two other people. They didn't call for backup, even though we did pretty well in taking them down. And really one of the things that I think I remember myself yelling at you while we were trying to record this was trying to get into cover. You've got to use the environment as cover. Like, you see how he's doing there? He's dug behind the wall, he's running
crouching
through there, and you're...
Here's why I shot all the chairs.
Your bullets are hitting furniture and not him.
Yeah, but you can upgrade your weapons.
That's right, yeah. You know, as we go through the game and you do more work for the contacts.
See, I went and hid.
You did eventually when you realised you were getting hurt. There you go, we just got 1 kill to go.
These are just base weapons we're using here.
You are. I'm using one of the assault rifles. There's a huge number of base weapons, like assault rifles, like machine guns, sniper rifles, pistols, grenades, and eventually you can upgrade those as well and kind of sort of define the weapon that you want.
I want the rocket launcher.
Everyone wants the rocket launcher.
Somebody was using the rocket launcher in one of the play sessions.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, that weapon. But you can see here, we get the weapon, and you were pretty eager to get back and find out what you'd unlocked for winning that mission, right?
Do a little dance.
And you got yourself, if I remember correctly, you got a rifle and a dart gun.
Oh yeah, the dart gun. Can you explain the rating above my head there, the number 4?
Yeah, so that number, that's showing the sort of the experience you have within the game. We refer to it as rating, and yeah, it basically shows other people how experienced you are at playing APB.
I'm right up there with you now.
That's right. So there we've got we got into a call for backup scenario. You can see Ali and Malachi showing up on our party screen up there. And
so anybody can call for backup at any time?
That's right, yeah. And the game will again dynamically match what it thinks is the best and throw out an offer. But you know, they've called for backup, so
this was quite a busy crime scene, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were right in calling for backup, I think, in this situation.
Yeah.
And
this is good fun.
Yeah, you did pretty well in this scenario. You can see how things get pretty heated pretty quickly.
Here, I sneak around the back.
Yeah, you managed to get up top pretty well.
Again, the whole empowering of your character, the climbing up the buildings and jumping from building to building, and it's just so easy.
You got lucky with that kill, didn't you? He was reloading.
He was reloading.
You saw here that there's that sort of white haze around the screen. What that's telling you is you've used a lot of stamina up.
Yes.
So while you are jumping down from buildings, you can't keep doing it.
So what happens when I arrest somebody?
You can arrest someone, and you were doing it in this situation. You did it pretty well, and while dying, it takes you out of the action for 5-6 seconds. When you arrest someone, it takes them out for 20 to 30.
Yeah, and then you came and killed her. Why'd you do that?
It's the way I roll, Mark. It's the way I roll.
Oh man.
So that's it. That's your first tour of the waterfront district of San Paro.
This is so much fun. What a fantastic game. One of the best games I've ever played. I'm so looking forward to this. I think people have no idea how good this is until they get their hands on it.
I mean, really the thing we're trying to push with the players as content, it really shines through in moments like the call to backup when you don't know what you're going into, or you get as the backup, like, oh, they need help. You never know, what you're going to face. And in this situation...
This is great. Everybody's coming for you.
I hit 5 stars. I did enough that day that everyone wanted a piece of me.
I think it's time for me to leave.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it, Mark. I'll
you
try
take
to
on all these folks. Good luck.
Thanks.
Well, thank you very much. It's
Cheers,
absolutely
Mark.
fantastic.
It's been a pleasure.